we're about to start seeing real demons. So, if you haven't been on top of your spiritual game, let me just update you. You need to start doing shadow work. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, you need to start like analyzing the parts of yourself that you feel are broken, or the parts of yourself that you don't really love, because if you don't, then the demons are going to get to you. They are going to find holes inside of your aura and then sneak into your body and then start corrupting your soul, your very essence. You ever been around a narcissist and how they just have the drive to just hurt people without even giving a fuck about it? That's because they sold their soul. Like, they had so much trauma within them that beat them down to the point to where like they can't even recover. Like narcissists, they never learn. Like, if you teach them something, or if you teach them a hard lesson, they'll find a new way to be more shitty. Or even if they do get their ass kicked, or if something like bad happens to them, then maybe they'll change, but it'll only be a slight bit. But they have to go through a lot of pain in order to change. But that pain could be external or internal. If they face the internal pain, which they've been ignoring for so long, and how they've been handling it is by projecting it onto other people. If they face that internal pain, then it'll be a lot easier. But if they have to face it externally, then it's probably going to end up like them losing their car, or like them getting punched in the face, or like just something bad happened to them. But either way, like, you really need to be on top of your spiritual game, because like the spiritual is all around us. It starts off spiritual and then it ends up manifesting physical. So like how these demons are manifesting right now is just through the spiritual. They're just finding little cracks inside people's souls and entering their body. Well, eventually over time, they're going to start getting more corrupt, and you're going to see like some actual physical changes. Like the rapture is actually happening. Like, we're literally in this fucking shit. Like, you need to start forming some spiritual strongholds, because this shit's not going to be a game. Like, when these demons like actually start converting these people, and then you see their souls get stolen, and you actually see like what's behind the scenes, like, you're gonna wish that you practiced your spiritual game, because that shit is fucked up. Like, I had some people like just do some unholy type shit. Like, you saw in my last video, someone sent like some sort of parasite to like make me think negative thoughts. I had people try to bury themselves in my subconscious, try to take control over my mind, try to steal my ideas from me, like wishing death upon me, all types of nasty shit like that. It's like I'm not even a bad person. Like, I'm doing good. I treat people with respect, but yet this type of shit happens to me. I thought, hey, maybe these people are just immature and they're still learning. No, they're not even human. Like, they're fucking demonically possessed. Like, their souls have left their body, and the only way for them to recover it is to go through the pain of recovering their soul, like actually healing those parts, so that they can allow their soul and like God's energy to come through them. Like, the reason these demons steal is because they want to make it back into heaven. And when you're anointed, you have God's information. And these demons, they're desperate for any type of information that they can get in order to make it back to the kingdom of heaven. That's why you don't tell your business to anyone. That's why you keep your circle small. Because you don't know which one of these guys might be a messenger. They'll hear what you have to say, act like a loving friend, and then they'll turn around and then turn the whole network against you. And then that's when Satan's listening. When Satan's listening, he hears that shit. He already knows your weakness. So he'll start slithering in and then finding different ways to get to you so that he can steal your soul. Like, I used to think that this was just metaphorical. Like, I used to think that the biblical times are like all that stuff in the Bible. I mean, like, I knew it had meaning, but not like to this extent. Like, we are literally like in the book of Revelations, like entering that phase. And you guys better be prepared for this shit. You want to see some real life superheroes and supervillains? Just keep living. Like, real shit. You see the movies nowadays. Like, I haven't even watched like the entire movie, or I've only watched like clips. But if you see a lot of these superhero movies, they're getting the villains and making them look like good guys, and that's putting a signal subconsciously to people that it's okay to be a villain. I mean, like, I do get the new take on it. Like, hey, let's show the villain's point of view, but these guys aren't really villains. Like, they're just, what's the word? Vigilantes, if I can say. Like, villains don't do good things. Like, villains in real lives don't give a fuck. I would say Joker's probably the only one that, like, stayed true to his character. But if you look at Harley Quinn, like, she's supposed to be a psychopath. I mean, maybe she's re- redeemable, but look at Venom. Like, there was this one scene where, like, the dude was just sitting at the beach thinking about where to go, and then you have, like, this demonic extraterrestrial entity to trying to convince him where to move, almost like a puppy, not even like what you would expect from Venom. Like, if I were some sort of alien symbiote, you can tell I'm not a comic book reader. But if I were Venom itself, like, it could easily like take over his body. But like I said, I haven't watched the movie fully, so I'm withholding my judgment. But either way, like, you see a lot of these fucking villains look like superheroes, and then people are absorbing that within their subconscious mind, and they're thinking that being a villain is okay, or it's not as bad as it seems, because that's becoming their favorite characters now. Like, through the movies and media, they are like subtly manipulating people. Like, this shit is real. But that's all I have for this rant. Enjoy the darkness.